off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Throwing on the run. Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Trying to slam in. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run the option. The give on the option. Touchdowns! Option.
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out.
Yeah.
Not
What?
nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
What do you need?
Rebels offense is back on the field. Ball security going to be... This time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great. So, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Bring in the heat. He's going to run it.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
He's got his man, makes the grab. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. And the Rebels with the 1st and 10. Jackson will throw. Pocket breaking down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. The Rebels are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Safe completion on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. The sweet feet buy a little time. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Zips will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Snags a quick pass on the left. Running through contact. At midfield, he's got room. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Oh, they're after him. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Jackson gonna throw it. Here comes the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. Oh, my, he just shanked that one. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. At the 35, he's loose. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's got his man. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. 1 more snap coming before halftime. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Zips will boot it away to start the 2nd half. Coming out with it, it's Hutchison. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 35. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Rebels.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense in a bunch formation. Takes the handoff. It's Curry. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. To the air, it's Denson. Right down the middle. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Zips will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Lyons. Smashes through the tackle. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed. Touch!
Vegas made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they... The give to the tailback. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Zips with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got him. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Back to pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
The Zips are moving quickly down the field. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Back to throw, it's Denson. Quickly complete. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Let's talk about Akron. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown out the outside noise, right? Easier said than done. And with this win in week 1, they're going to silence the critics. But make no mistake, he's going to go into that locker room and say, everyone that's been talking trash about us all off season, they're going to love us now. Don't pay any attention to that. All that matters is what's in this locker room. They've got to take that.
The offense likely to lean on the run to milk this clock. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. If they can pick up a yard here on second down, that might put this one in the book. Turning it on! He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
On second and goal, they go right back to it. Going...